The Raptors took care of business against the San Antonio Spurs for their third straight win, getting back to 500. But the story, again, is Fred Van All-Star. We're going to break everything down for you in today's post-game show. Welcome everybody to today's post-game show. We got the Raptors after their big win against the San Antonio Spurs. If you like what you see from today's post-game show, consider subscribing to the channel for a post-game show for every single game, and even consider watching the streams live on Twitch at twitch.tv/amateursports. Links in the description. We do a watch along for every single game. But the game today, Raptors as a unit, as a team, they completely took care of business. But again, Fred VanVleet put on an absolute clinic. Let's just take a look at the stats here. Fred VanVleet with 33 points, 12 for 23 shooting, and Siakam also with a very impressive game. Pascal Rodman with 12 rebounds here, 18 points, the highest plus minus of the night, 5 assists as well. Let's honorable mention to Scotty Barnes, who had 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. We were really hoping and wishing for that triple-double to come. It was not forthcoming, but nonetheless a good game. OG did better late on, which was really a tough game for him. Did put up 14 points. It was a rough game for him. And Gary Trent with the bounce-back night, 21 points. Really liked what I saw from the bench. This is like what I really want to see. The 4 key rotational bench pieces right here. You've got plus 21 from Boucher, plus 15 from Achua, 9 for Champagne, 11 for Birch. Raptors are finally, with this healthy team, finding a way, or their bench is finding a way to influence the game positively. It always was when the bench came on, it was such a negative. It was such a negative to have the bench on that you had no choice but to play the starters these ridiculous amounts of minutes. But now the bench is finding ways to contribute. Champagne was great. He was 14 points, 5 for 6 shooting, 4 for 5 from 3. A little bit of that in garbage time, but when he needed to influence the game, when he came on, he did his job. Boucher, who I've been hugely critical of this season, he had 4.7 rebounds and 1 for 4 shooting. But Chris Boucher influenced the game positively. I felt like this week is the first time all season I've been able to say when Chris Boucher is on the floor that the Raptors are actually getting positive output from him. Because up until this point in the season, it has been, what does Chris Boucher actually do for the team? What is the reason? Is there any reason for him to be on the court? Period. There is now. His off-ball defense has improved. Horrible earlier on. It's improved. His on-ball defense is getting better. And his offense, he's being much more smart. He's not just chucking up junk. He is just having that sort of influence. But I mean, Fred VanVleet is the man we do need to talk about again. 33 points in this one, like I said. 12 for 23 shooting, 7 for 14 from 3. In his last 5 games, he has shot 30 for 57 from 3. Fred is an all-star. He proves it consistently. He is one of the most influential players in the NBA. He's on a tier up there with Giannis, Jokic, Rudy Gobert, and Steph Curry in terms of his total Raptor. A stat that is influenced based on a player's plus minus and just overall influence on the game. It's one of the most complete stats, if there is any complete stat. Fred is showcased to be such an influence on this Raptors team, and as a result, they are back to 500 with a game tomorrow against the Milwaukee Bucks. Overall, the Spurs, they did a lot of damage in the paint. They didn't do a ton of damage anywhere else. Jakob Poeltl had a double-double after 16 minutes, ended the game with 19 and 12 in 23 minutes of work. Other than that, not a ton of things that the Spurs can really look at this one and be happy about. We look at the percentages. Raptors shot well, 47 from the field and 41 from 3. Spurs shot 43 from the field and 26 from 3. So just a not great shooting night. Rebounds were similar. The Spurs turned the ball over 20 times. Yet they didn't have DeJounte Murray. But Raptors, all they could do is take care of business against whatever the Spurs put out against them. And that is exactly what they did. So we have a real understanding of what this Raptors team can accomplish when they are healthy. Obviously, Simi Hyluk and Yuta Watanabe out for health and safety protocols. But when that core group, those stars, Siakam, VanVleet, Barnes, Gary Trent are healthy, we're really seeing what they can do. Obviously, the competition has been formidable. It'll be a really good test tomorrow. But Siakam has been balling. VanVleet, oh my goodness, how good has he been? Anunoby needs to find his feet, but he's going to get better. And Scotty Barnes doing a phenomenal job in working with that second unit to make it a more positive experience when the bench comes on. The rotation is you start with a small ball lineup. Barnes comes out like 3 or 4 minutes into the game. You get him in with the bench unit, and the rotation is solid. The rotation's great. We saw actually an all-forward lineup today for the Raptors where they had, who was the lineup? It was Boucher, Achua, Barnes, Anunoby, and Siakam as their 5 on the floor. Masai Ujiri's dream, the all-forward lineup. And what was really good about that all-forward lineup, you have Scotty Barnes as a ball handler, and you can have OG and Siakam pretty much in the post, guarded by the opposition guards. Their size is going to allow them to get a lot of easy buckets on the inside. That made that lineup work quite well, I'd say. And maybe a glimpse at the future, the positionless game the Raptors are trying to create. But a lot of great individual performances, but a very good team performance as well. I'm excited about this Raptors team. Somebody in the chat mentioned today on the stream that I feel confident when I watch the Raptors play that they're going to play well. I'm no longer hopeful. I'm confident that they're going to play well, and that's what I got today. Hopefully I'm not hit with a reality check against the Bucks tomorrow. Would love to see what their injuries are like. And for the Bucks, they've got Thanasis out, Ojale out, Noir out, Connaughton, Allen, and DiVincenzo, along with Brook Lopez. So some injuries there. The Raptors can look at this one, you know. Obviously, stopping Giannis is going to be extremely, extremely difficult. But if you do work on Giannis, maybe you can kind of do a good enough job where your offense can make up for it. It's going to be very difficult against the Bucks, but you know, maybe the Raptors can give themselves a chance tomorrow to come away with the victory against the Bucks and move above 500. I would love to see this team go back to 500. It's been a while since we were there, and I think that the Raptors do have the capabilities to get it done. We'll just have to see tomorrow. But let's worry about that a bit later. Let's enjoy this one tonight. Great win for the Raptors. Let's see what they can accomplish as we progress forward. But if this team can stay healthy, they're a threat to the NBA. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this clip, then make sure you like it and show other people it's worth watching. And make sure you subscribe as well. Again, a post-game show for every single stream. Check out our Twitch streams live as well. Hang out with me. We're very interactive in this Twitch chat, this community. We've done a great job building up a very lovely place for Raptors fans to hang out. I'd love to have you here for the game tomorrow against Milwaukee Bucks. We're starting stream at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We got a little fun challenge along with it.